friends, in today's video we're talking about the products that I would run out and go repurchase immediately if I lost everything. Let's go. So let's get in the mindset of all your makeup's gone. You have no products. You don't have a brow pencil, you don't have a mascara, you don't have a concealer, you have nothing. So I really put myself in the mindset of, okay, what are the products that I absolutely love that I have to have in terms of specific brand and specific shade? And then I also thought about what are really great general products that are good to just start your collection. So I've got some of those in there here as well. I have some prestige beauty and I also have some drugstore options. I do want to thank Jane Iredale. I have a couple of their products in here and I did team up with them for this video. Let's go ahead and jump in. So first, starting with a hyaluronic serum. Now I kind of thought back, like, are we talking about skincare or are we not? But I really use a hyaluronic acid serum in my makeup routine. So I have this one from Colleen Rothschild. This is a really great one. There are so many out there. Just a really nice lightweight serum. I like to use this before I apply my concealer, especially over the last year and a half, 2 years. I definitely need to prep my under eye before applying concealer. 2-3 years ago, I could get away with just putting concealer over dry skin. Not so much anymore. So I would definitely need to have a lightweight hyaluronic acid serum, and I have this one from Colleen Rothschild that is really nice. Okay, let's talk about the foundation that I picked. This will probably be no surprise to you because you know that I love this foundation. We're talking about the Dior Forever Matte Foundation. Now, the reason that I chose this one is because this is really the foundation that I find myself wearing more than any other. It is such a great, reliable foundation for me. It gives excellent coverage without looking heavy or cakey. It lasts all day and looks fresh. It looks fresh in the summer months. It looks fresh in the winter months. Now, I will say if you are a drier skin type, this is not one that I would recommend for you because it is very mattifying. So I would go with an option that has a little bit more hydration, a little bit more glow. I thought about including the Armani Luminous Silk in this lineup because that is a really great foundation that is not too glowy, but also not matte. It kind of has like this radiant matte finish and it's really beautiful. So that's another one that I would recommend if you want to steer clear of a matte foundation. But for me, I chose the Dior Forever Matte Foundation. Next up for the concealer, I chose the Natasha Denona concealer. This is the one that I'm loving. And I did struggle with this a little bit because I was like, okay, which concealer am I going to pick? I have a few that I really love. But right now, this would be the one I would buy. I love this concealer. It's got excellent coverage, but it's very lightweight. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't crease. It lasts all day. It's just a phenomenal formula. And I really, really love it. It gives me the coverage that I need without being too heavy. It's not drying, but it's also not too creamy or emollient, so it doesn't really settle in fine lines. I do always set my concealer with a powder, and I think that that's necessary. I think it's really difficult to find a concealer that won't settle in any lines if you don't set it with powder. Also, you don't want to apply too much concealer. I think any concealer has a potential to crease. Some are more than others, but this one just apply what's needed, set with a little powder, and I don't have issues with creasing. So I love this concealer. By the way, you guys, I'm going to list all my shades in the description box below. For reference, I'm the shade P3 in the concealer, and I'm the shade 2.5 neutral in the foundation. The next product is from one of my favorite brands, Jane Iredale, and I did team up with them for this portion of the video. The bronzer that I picked was the Jane Iredale Powder Bronzer. Now, I really sat here and thought, would I do a powder or would I do a cream bronzer? Because I love both. I love this formula, and I find that this powder bronzer is really easy to work with. You can get the pigment payoff that you can get from a cream, but you can also get a very light and natural look with this. It's a very silky formula and it's just very consistent, so easy to blend. And I find that that's a little not the case with every bronzer that I have. Some bronzers are a little bit more pigmented, and I find that creams, I wouldn't really lean for a cream a whole lot in the summer, whereas this bronzer I would wear all year round. I'd wear it in the summer months, I'd wear it in the winter months. So if you guys haven't noticed already, I'm kind of losing my voice. I'm trying to sound as normal as possible, but bear with me. I did skip a product. So the powder that I picked, I would go and purchase the mini size of the Givenchy Prisma Libre powder. Now, I love this setting powder. It's so lightweight. It's so blurring. It completely blurs and the pores and makes everything look very airbrushed and smooth like a porcelain doll. Now, I have a couple shades that I can wear. I like 2, which is this one here, and I also like 3. Both are really beautiful. The 3 has a little bit more of like a pinky kind of lavender tone to it. This is a little bit more of your kind of peachy, a light translucent. It's just a really nice setting powder. It's also great for underneath the eyes, not too heavy, not too matte. And I would purchase the small one in this scenario just because, you know, I'm purchasing a ton of makeup right now. So anywhere I can find a kind of travel size to get me through, I would go with. Okay guys, jumping over to blush. This was a pretty easy one. This was actually probably the one of all the products, maybe this and the foundation. No, this was the easiest one. The blush that I would pick would be the Jane Iredale Balmy Blush Stick. I love everything about this, you guys. The formula is very nice. It's got the perfect amount of pigment. The color is absolutely beautiful. You can get a very nice flush of color, or you can really build it up if you want to get more. I like to use my brush and go to the product. I have the BK Beauty 112. It's my favorite brush to apply cream blush. You can go directly like this, or if you want more color, you can apply it directly to the skin like this, and then go out and blend out. This formula is really easy to work with. It's almost very difficult to apply too much. It's so blendable, so it doesn't stain the skin. There are some blushes that I put them on and I feel like it's a race to blend it out before it starts to dry down. Not the case with this. This really gives you time to work with it and blend it out. The color is just that really beautiful peachy pink. It just takes, I feel like, 10 years off the face. It gives a very youthful, healthy, beautiful glow, and I love it. I love it all year. Okay, you guys, let's talk about eye products. Now, there's one product that I would recommend in this scenario. It is the Tarte Quick Sticks. What this is an eyeliner on one side with a cream shadow stick on the other. So obviously it's great in this scenario because you get your eyeliner and then you get an eyeshadow on the other side in one product. A couple that I love, and the one that I have on today, is the Rose Gold Luster and the brown liner. The brown is very dark. It's like, it almost looks black. The other one I like is the black and the taupe luster shade. These are really nice. When I wear the black, I like to put the black liner down, smudge it, and then go over it with the cream shadow stick just to soften it a bit. But these are really great products to kind of purchase if you are a minimalist with your makeup, or if you're just getting started and you want to kind of get the essentials, but you don't want to buy a ton of product. So this is kind of an add-on, a little bit of an extra product, but the eyeliner that I would have to have. When I was prepping for this video, I found like 4 of them just here in my studio, and I've got like another 4 at home. The Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon Amber Haze eyeliner. It doesn't get better than this, you guys. If I could get a cream shadow in this color, I would. I mean, it's stunning. It is the most beautiful bronzy amber shade. The formula is so creamy. It's a chubby eyeliner, but it's not too chubby. I can use this just as eyeliner if I want. I can also use it as shadow. It dries down pretty quick, so if you're going to use it as shadow, I would recommend doing one eye at a time and blending it out quickly with your finger. And use your finger versus the brush, because the formula is not super like thick or creamy to blend out with the brush. Your finger and the pressure of your finger is going to work best. But I just think this is so complimentary. I have it on my lower lash line today. I also would line the eyes and just wear mascara with this. This is a product that I cannot live without. And normally I would say that's a dramatic statement, but I think there's actually truth to that one. Okay, when it comes to mascara, this is a bonus, an add-on. I don't think we all need to go out and purchase a lash primer immediately, but one of my holy grail products. You guys know I couldn't do a video like this without including this product. This is the Dior Maximizer Lashes. It's my favorite lash primer. It really does just make the mascara look that much better. And it's also conditioning to the lashes, so it'll improve the health of your lashes over time. This would be on the list. Now, the mascara that I picked, this was a tough one because there are a lot of mascaras out there that I'm enjoying, but I really love the Bobbi Brown Smoky Lash Mascara. It is a completely underrated mascara, you guys. It gives length, it gives volume, but what I love about this mascara is just the look that you get in your lashes. Do you see that look? It just looks natural and wispy and fanned out. It doesn't look clumpy. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look crunchy. You know, some mascaras, they might be super dramatic, but I feel like if I go over there and like I could break the lash in half. You know what I mean? This gives a very soft, feathery look, and I just think it's very beautiful. Okay, you guys, for lips, I did incorporate a drugstore lip liner into this video. I grabbed the NYX liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. It's just a really great neutral lip liner. We all need a shade like this in our kit. I think it compares pretty comparable to like the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection, but you know, obviously a fraction of the price. So I included this one. So the lipstick that I picked is actually a BK Beauty lipstick, and it is the shade Inner Beauty. I have it on right now and I love it. It is just a great, wonderful, rosy, neutral pink, a little bit of a warm tone, but not too warm. Just a very beautiful, beautiful, natural, neutral lip. natural neutral. And you can pair it with any gloss if you want to alter the color a little bit. I did want to have a gloss. I wear gloss every day, and that is a product that I would definitely repurchase. I did lean on a drugstore gloss for this. I picked up the Milani Lifter Gloss. This is a really great formula. It reminds me a lot of the Buxom or the Fenty almost. It has pearlescence to it, but they're very refined, so you're not going to get a chunky, glittery look. Very sheer in color, a little bit of pigment, so you can wear them alone, but you can top it over lipstick, and it'll only slightly alter the shade of your lipstick. The shade that I have is the shade 003 Moon, and it's just a really nice tinted neutral rosy shade with a little pearlescent. It comes in a variety of shades. You can't go wrong with any of them, and I love these. It's probably my favorite drugstore gloss. You guys, I skipped over one product, and I don't want to leave this out because it's another drugstore option. The cream shadow from Revlon in the shade Caramel. I love this shade, you guys. We did cover a cream shadow in the Tarte stick, so this is kind of a bonus add-on, but if you prefer a pot for your cream shadow versus a stick, this is one that I would go repurchase. This is a beautiful, light, neutral caramel shade, a really light, neutral, bronzy shade. It's so beautiful. It has some shimmer to it, but again, it's very refined, so it is very mature, eye-friendly. It's also great for eyes that have texture to the eyes. I like to just sheer it out with my finger or a brush. It's beautiful. You can put this all over the lid and go as is, or you can throw a shadow in the crease if you want to add a little more dimension. So those are the products that I would run out and repurchase if I lost everything. I'm curious, what are 3 products that you would go out and repurchase if you lost everything? Think about it. The top 3 that you would have to have, can't live without, drop them down below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for bearing with my voice. Hopefully my next one, my voice will be back to normal. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.